All right, we're still at 6:01. The director has advised me to let everyone know that this is 2 months and 1 day since the beginning of this, since closing actually. And so that's what we got going. Nothing new out here, but you probably won't recognize what's on in here. So anyway, furniture has arrived. Let me just step in the corner and we'll give you a scan there for all of those who are gluttons for constant punishment. By the way, you might notice that all the windows are now nice and clean. So Audrey taught Audrey, well, probably Ron too, but Scott well on window cleaning. So, and here's that pass-through that you probably remember a little bit. New light fixture in there and new granite. Let me just see if I can get that a little bit so you can get some idea of what it has. Hopefully it's coming out here a little bit. Should have some browns and grays and greens and all sorts of good stuff. So that's what's going on. This light fixture in the dining room is not finished yet, but I got to get the right kind of light bulbs. So the last couple of weeks have been a week of putting things together, or 2 weeks. Oops, you didn't need my finger there, did you? Putting a lot of furniture together. All of these end tables came. That was actually the second day actually we were here. And we got the big TV up, all the speakers are wired in. I'm going to move all the electronics over to the other side, which is a shame because all of the speaker wires are run through the wall on the right side. But hey, things change. We'll hide them somehow. Okay, so I mean everything's painted. I think it was painted last time. I still haven't finished this fan. Needs that little cone thing on it. But okay, thanks to Joe Capuano, we have some an office in here all set up. You're probably having trouble doing that. The chair came. Filing cabinet, I'm probably going to, because it doesn't match anything, I'm going to go ahead and move it into the closet right behind me, which is pretty big. So you're probably getting a lot of light there. So let me go to this corner and we'll scan around and you can see the office setup. Pretty much able to work from here. Didn't get to all the wires, but what I'm going to do with all those wires down there is put them in, cable holder type of things and try to run them along any of the metal under the desk there, perhaps behind it, so it doesn't look like such a mess. But have the router in. It's feeding the rest of the house. Don't look in forward there to the master bedroom yet. That's the last stop. Okay, what's going on here? Three-way switches. Only one of them works because we can't figure out how to get them both to work. So that sounds like a Ron Paddock challenge. New light fixture and insert up here. We'll go in the guest room here in just a moment. Let me see, what do you see in here that's different? I'm not sure that you see a whole lot. Well, we got the, the holders on the wall. Mirrors up. Well, everything's clean. That's one of the nice things here. So we have the mirror there. These are the lights, pendant lights. The first area that I went through has not been painted yet, so after it's painted we'll hang identical lights in there. Let's see here, what do we have here? You saw the shower last time, so we won't spend a lot of time there. And there's the towel rack over here. We'll probably put something above the commode over here. So I don't know if there's any real excitement there. Were the doorknobs on last time? I don't remember. They are now. Okay, now for the guest room. For any guests that come, you might want to wait for maybe about another month or so. Not only because it's terribly hot down here in Marco Island, but because we'll probably line you up with work to do. Audrey went ahead and created these two single valances out of a long one that you see right here. You can see this one sort of flopped and need to starch it or put something in there. We'll go out in the lanai in just a moment and see what's going on. But you can see this has come together real nice. And this does have some stuff on the walls. We just finished this morning putting the only two shelves in these two closets here, so it's ready for hanging and other stuff like that. So I'll just walk over here and you can get a look across here. David's faux finishing work just turned out great here. The lamp that you see there. What else can I show you in here? That's pretty much it for that. Let me try not to bounce you around too much. Did I mention the door handles? Okay. All right, now on this one here, let me, you pretty much saw it from here. I'm going to give you angles. You notice the grandfather clock is here. This is that picture that Scott picked up at American Signature, which is where most of the furniture is. It's a little bit of everything. Don't look in the lanai. I'll go out there next. Okay, so now I'm standing with my back to the grandfather clock, and we'll just scan around here. This is the table that came from, well, as a matter of fact, this whole dining room pretty much came from Craigslist with the exception of the light fixtures. We got the two white mini blinds in here. They were on sale at Penny's, but the size that we needed for the center was not available. That was a special order, so waiting 2 to 3 weeks for that. The corner pieces were actually the original pedestals that went under this table, and we saw these circle pedestals at Simon's in Sarasota, so we picked those up. I think it looks nicer, again, trying to keep the openness in here. And let me see, the chairs were from Craigslist, and I don't know that that weed is going to stay there for right now, but that's pretty much it. Oh, and we installed the alarm system as well. A little bit worried about that since we'll be so far away, and we haven't really asked the neighbors to babysit it. But what else can I show you here? You want a different angle of the living room? Well, let me go back here and we'll just scan around so you can see the whole thing once more. Those black things on either side of that big piece of artwork, whatever that is, are the speakers. We had the electrician run those because it was just way too hot for me. And don't look at the lanai. We're going to go out there in just a second. Okay. Coming together this week was or last week I guess, was the handles, and the granite was this week. So you can see what's going on here, the granite, the lights underneath, stainless steel. We still need to put that retainer so that, you know, if you open the door of the stove, it doesn't come flopping down with a turkey or something. Haven't done that yet. One of Scott's clocks there. Dishwasher is running, you probably hear that. And of course the pantry here, so you've seen everything. Up in the upper lights here, we still have to cut them in certain places. If you're standing, you can see the fluorescent tubes. Of course we hung the fan. And again, you can see the results of Audrey's glass cleaning. I'll turn around the other way. Have the coffee pot over here. It's one of those that brew and then you put your coffee cup under it in the morning. We're going to have to do something to this window, shave it down to the bottom because it doesn't match, therefore the wood in it. Look at those crystal clear. Okay, what's going on in here now? Got rid of the other table. It was just too big and heavy looking. This was the cheapie from JCPenney, but we did steal the piece of glass from here. We thought it made it look good. And we're still working on the chandelier here, so that'll happen here. By the way, those mangoes that you see in there, those are right off, and they're wonderful too. I've had them almost every other night. You can see around that post, that's the mango tree back there. Come look at the backyard, it needs a lot of work, this hibiscus hedge, and we'll get to that sooner or later. Okay, what have I missed now? Well, we haven't gone into the master bedroom and bathroom. You'll see some dramatic changes there. And that's the kitchen from this end. You can see it's pretty long, but